Let's take a look at the
Uh,
standings.
yeah, absolutely. Rhapsody and Maxime, of course, well clear at the top. Dominant season so far for Mercedes.
We have many new names on this list. Ruben, Bailey, Mr.
Indeed.
Mew Mew.
Yes, of course, Mr. Mew Mew taking the win in Canada on his debut um, at his home circuit, I believe. I believe he's Canadian. I could be wrong, but it was an excellent performance from him last week. And now that he is a full-time driver, uh, he'll be hoping to recreate that performance from here until the end.
We can take a look at the track too. I have a video. So
Absolutely, let's do it. Of course, Silverstone, a famous circuit, a staple circuit on the Formula One calendar. Two DRS zones, one on the Wellington Straight, one on the Hamilton, or on the Hangar Straight, excuse me. Many corners here, lots of fast, high-speed sections, lots of flat-out corners as well. Cops, of course, the most famous one. Um, Expect a lot of these drivers to be taking that corner flat, both in the race and especially in qualifying when the fuel levels are low and the tires are fresh. Yes, as Yaya points out in the chat, unfortunately, Becky B, who was the main title challenger for the two Mercedes, no longer with us on
the
the grid.
reigning defending champ.
Yeah, so really unfortunate to have him no longer with us after a few no-show races, but um, you know, we carry on here
He has told
in
me
MRL.
he's told me pharmacy school is kicking his butt, and
Ah,
so he doesn't have time to play the game as much.
there you go. Well, yeah, academics is of course important, but as a chemistry major myself, I can totally understand that pharmacy school would be particularly difficult. But yeah, we of course wish him all the best in his academic endeavors, and we hope to have him back if whenever he finishes that. But in the meantime, we are waiting for the final few drivers to get into the lobby.
Yep,
Um,
for this race we're actually using a new experimental build of the game that is going to try to fight the problem with desync that has been plaguing this game. Some people are having problems setting that up, so we're going to be waiting a few minutes.
yeah, I think it's super awesome that Codemasters is sort of kind of unofficially partnering with the league racing community that they have. Of course, there was a recent patch where allegedly a certain cosmetic item caused desync issues to reappear in online multiplayer. This new build that Codemasters has provided to us is meant to test a potential solution to that. We saw the build used earlier today in the
Well,
European
we did
tier.
use it, but we didn't see it because there was no stream.
You're right. Of course, from direct onboards of some drivers, it looked to be pretty stable. There didn't seem to be any
I didn't
desync
hear
going
any
on.
complaints. Like normally people are complaining about desync first thing after the race, but there was nothing.
Oh, absolutely,
It was
absolutely,
just GG's down the board.
indeed. So that I think is an incredibly positive sign, um, especially for Codemasters. Um, and hopefully, going forward, this kind of you know community interaction between us, the league racers, and Codemasters can continue. Whenever we have significant issues like this that impact our ability to race, they will be, um, hopefully more than happy to work with us side by side on future instances. should they come about.
Yeah, they're definitely working with the league racing community. Like a lot of people think that Codemasters they only care about the single player. They don't care about the online racing, but that is not true at all. They definitely care and they're doing what they can to fix the issues that the community is facing.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Now, another interesting point to note, Ghazi.
But
Tonight we have uh, the absence of the tire whisperer himself, Cody Lawrence. How do you think him not being here today affects the drivers? Do you think it changes their mindset? Do they come in with a little bit more positivity,
not
a
only
little bit
is
more
he
ambition?
not only is he the lead engineer for the grid, he's also our trackside reporter. So we're gonna miss him as
Oh, is
well, I
he?
think. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. We have our very own Ted Kravitz, ladies and gentlemen.
It looks like everyone's getting to the lobby now. I think the issues have been sorted. We have 19 drivers. Just one more to go, Castleman, and then we'll get to racing.
I'm very
What do
excited.
you think?
Very excited.
You're gonna make a prediction on the weather, or
I think, we have had one wet race, if I remember correctly, and one wet qualifying. Um, I think we are going to see a mixed conditions race for America's Tier 1.
I would like to see that.
I think it's going to be. I think we're going to see rain about halfway through. I think that's what's going to happen. It's going to throw a wrench in the plans. It's going to force the drivers to decide whether they want to run their wet setups in hopes of maximizing their performance later in the race, or if they want to run dry setups and try to, solidify their position at the beginning. Of course, I think here in Silverstone, you can get away with running pretty low downforce, even in the wet. So, we may see a lot of drivers run a dry setup anyway, because you can do that here, especially when it's intermediates. Downforce is not too bad, mainly because the average speed is so high. I think you can pretty much run dry wing levels.
Hopefully, we can get going soon. So your setup, you don't have a lot of wing here.
Uh, no, I ran
Well, it has tons of
8
straights.
wings. Yes. Yep, tons of straights. Which is interesting because there's tons of straights, but there's also lots of high speed corners. So you do have to sacrifice a little bit. Do you want high straight line speed? Do you want lots of cornering power?
And we will be readying up. I think we've waited long enough, don't you?
Yep. I say we get this show on the road. The last race of the week. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a great break week. I certainly did. And here we are, the birthplace of Formula One. It's time.
Yeah, for a while until all the races migrate. Oh, we just lost a driver with 5 seconds to go. But it's a
Uh-oh.
good thing we're on the no desync build. So,
True.
oh, we
True.
lost another
Hopefully,
person.
hopefully they'll be able to join back with
let's
no
get
issues.
the game going.
Oh, and
Yeah, we
Ruben
might need a
says he's been
restart.
kicked.
Well, there's a different way. Like, kicked can mean many things, Castleman. It can mean you were physically kicked from the lobby and you can't join back. Or the game just disconnected you and you can still join back. You know what I mean?
True. True. yeah, I'm just going off of what he said in chat. Um, of course, yeah, there are many ways that one can be quote unquote kicked from the lobby, as you said, disconnections by the game or actually getting booted by the
Oh,
rest of the
oh, it's
people in the
very wet.
lobby. And look at what we have here, Ghazi.
A lot of
That
rain.
looks to me like
Monsoon.
full wet conditions here for qualifying.
Surely.
The British weather
A lot of
has
rain word of.
come for us again.
And I'm
That's a
on.
lot of water.
Yeah, and I'm on low graphics, and still it looks like a lot of rain. Like, I wonder what it would be like with all the weather turned up to the max.
Oh,
And no
yes.
one wants to go out. They're deciding what to do now.
Absolutely. Um, yeah, no one is going out. That signals to me that we could potentially see
Oh, we have one taker.
dry conditions in the race or mixed conditions in the race, and so people are taking that time to decide what kind of setup adjustments
It is full
they want to
wets.
make, and it is full
I see
wets,
those blue rim tires.
and it's gonna be Graz who is first out of the gate. He is on those full wets, Ghazi. This is going to be interesting. Now, the full wets, if memory serves, are 10 to 12 seconds slower than the soft tires in qualifying and in the race, of course.
You think the wet
So,
tires are 10 to seconds or the inters are?
intermediates are, if the other tiers are anything to go by, they're about 8 or 9 seconds slower. Um, so full wets are another 3 to 4 seconds slower than that. So maybe 12 to 15 seconds slower. So I think we'll be seeing times in the probably low 1 minute 41s, I think, for pole. Maybe even dipping into the 1 minute 40s. So we see Graz, our first man on the map, testing out the conditions here, getting ready. My goodness, that is a lot of water. You can see all the standing water on the track. It is going to be absolutely treacherous.
Oh, actually, look at Mew Mew exploring, one of the newest drivers on the grid, with his new teammate CRT Bailey. Sorry. And speaking of that, let's go through the grid. We have Maxime here with his teammate Rhapsody, Hender's reserving in the Red Bull with Sidewinder, Gabizem with Martin Sanchez, the McLaren team, Dago, and a new reserve driver from America's Tier 2 combined YouTuber. And then we have Siffy reserving the Ferrari with the regular driver Graz. And we have Jacob and I think Cal, the Haas pair, all reserves, the all reserve team. And then we have Meaty, who's paired with I think Yeye Senegoat, who's just joining the lobby now. And rounding up the grid, we have Gabox, the regular driver, with his teammate Wada Pikowski, who's moved from the Alpine team to AlphaTauri for the remainder of the season.
Yeah, super great. Looks like, yeah, we've got a full grid here. All 20 drivers are in the lobby. 18 of them are on the track. Oh, we've got some interesting things going on. Combined YouTuber, I think, is just letting the Red Bull of Sidewinder through. Or no,
I
not
think we have a
Sidewinder.
spinner in Sector 1, or
Henders.
someone is...
Oh dear, we do. That's Wada Potowski. That is really a shame, and he hasn't validated his lap.
He's
So,
missing his front wing.
Yep. And wow. Okay. So, Graz. Oh my goodness. All right. So CRT Bailey.
With a big time coming out the gates.
Big time. 138.7.
But Johnny Disco
So,
smashes it.
goodness. The well, that's what you get with the wet.
I wonder if it's
as
gonna be
much as with the
drying
dry.
up.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. The track will slowly improve here in the wet, much as it does in the dry. Um, as the cars move the water out of the way, the grip levels will increase a little bit. Um, I imagine all these drivers are carrying more fuel than usual. Um, Typically, you can get 3 or 4 hot laps out of a single set of wet weather tires, so they will likely be carrying extra fuel. And of course, their times will improve as the fuel wears off. Mew Mew with a 38.2.
Let's see what Maxime can do, your teammate in the Mercedes car.
That's my teammate in the Mercedes. Rounds the final corner, kind of sketchy.
Joining
38.8.
nearly the
Not
same
too
time
bad.
as Rhapsody.
Yeah, that warms my heart to see them, so close to each other, so close to the top. Only 6 tenths, separating the
Do you know this
the top
driver,
6 here.
Ruben Kasselman?
I don't know Ruben.
Ruben is the driver that introduced me to Emerald a few years ago. And now he is back. Returning full-time for the remainder of the season. I'm very happy he's back on this grid.
That is good to hear. Oh no, and it looks like we have our first retirement of the session. Hanners in the pits has chosen to retire. He's definitely not dead. His car is in the pits.
He's choosing to do the Cody strategy, which is start from the last place on the grid and make your way all the way back to the front.
Indeed. This will be a great time for our trackside reporter, Cody Lawrence, to tell us the inside scoop on the race conditions.
Rhapsody?
As Rhapsody has retired.
He is in the wall.
Oh dear, that is on the Wellington Straight.
We'll see on the McLaren. We'll see if we can see it. Oh, his car just disappeared. He must have struggled with the traction coming onto the straight there in the wet conditions.
Yeah, one of the the tricky things about driving in the wet is that a lot of corners that are easy flat, as Graz puts up a 38.1. A lot of corners that are easily flat in the dry are not so easily flat in the wet. So he could have just been too heavy on the throttle through Aintree, and unfortunately that put him in the wall. But we still have a few drivers yet to set laps. Oh, the Williams get very close to each other. Dago, Wadapotowski, Yaya Sanogo, and Meaty all yet to set laps.
Big wiggle from the Ferrari, so these are very tricky track conditions. And it might actually be going inters near the end of the session.
Yeah, it could be going inners. It does look like the track is drying out.
Turn on the tires so we can see if any driver goes to the inter tires.
As if he bails. He's on an in lap. Okay. So, interesting scenarios we have here.
Lots of cars driving around.
Lots of cars waiting in the pits. As Ruben retires
Another crash.
on the hangar straight. Oh, Meaty spinning around after putting in a 138.4.
Trying to go.
Very, very dangerous position he's in, but no cars are coming, so he's able to get it when it's straight.
Castleman, I think your Mercedes team is gonna have some competition this race with this new Alpine team with Mew Mew and Bailey.
I
Already,
think they are. The newcomers putting in some incredibly strong laps. Only less, or barely a tenth, separating as Mew Mew finds 2/10 or a little more than a tenth improvement. Puts in a 38.0. Very impressive lap time. As Ghazi,
yes.
we do have a couple drivers on the intermediates.
Yes.
So you were correct. The track is drying, and it is time.
Who was first, Siffy or Maxime? Maxime's sitting in the pits on with them. Siffy's
it
coming
looks
out.
like it does look like Siffy is going to be the first man out on the intermediate tires. So we will see what kind of time he can put in. The intermediates should be just on their own 2 or 3 seconds faster.
Yeah, so it's a no-brainer. Everyone should be taking the inters right now.
Yep. And we're about to see that. Anyone who is on the edge or, has been waiting.
I wonder if it's gonna be a wet start at the race, or what the race weather will be like. Because you could do multiple laps on these inter tires to go back to back.
Exactly. It will be interesting. The intermediates here can do the entire race. And of course, he's on his outlap Siffy, so it doesn't really matter if he validates or not. Just testing the conditions out, feeling the grip. But yeah, the intermediates are able to do the entire race when they're fresh, and of course, when it rains in qualifying, the tire rules don't apply. So everyone will be able to start on whatever tires they want, and of course, if it's a wet start, they'll be able to start on fresh tires.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about these tires. You can spend them to the absolute limit to go as fast as possible.
Absolutely. Siffy starting his lap, already pushing
Let's take us through the lap.
maximum. Alright, so he's basically flat through turns 1 and 2, but it's still a little bit sketchy. Braking at the dry braking point for Village Corner through the loop. Very gentle on the throttle, trying to maximize the track limits. Oh, a little wiggle. But he's onto the Wellington straight. Just a-okay. Coming down to Brooklands. Chucking the car in. Third gear. I think I agree. He's purple in Sector 1. No surprise.
Yeah.
Through left field now. Very nice. Keeping it steady.
Oh, we're migrating host. Hopefully it settles itself.
Coming up to Cops. How brave is he? 6th gear. A slight lift. Very nice. Now coming into Beckett's. Chapel. So far so good. Onto the hanger straight now. Purple, he is 1.3 seconds up on his previous time. He's been in 7th gear for a long time. Through Stowe now. This is where you can make a lot of time. Oh, really pushing super hard.
Yeah, he's
Into
taking all of
Vale.
it.
Very nice. This is where you have to be smooth but quick on the power. He's pushing so hard. He comes to the line. It's a 136.7. He found 2 seconds over his previous best.
Maxime's still sitting in the pits.
I think the times, they are going to start dropping like stones. The next man on a lap is Graz, Siffy's teammate. Yes, Jeffrey, 2.5 seconds off the pace. We will see. That is interesting. 36.7, the fastest that AM Tier 1 can come up with. As Graz did a 37.8, but unfortunately, it was invalid. So he's going to go again.
On board with Bailey right
straight
now.
away. No, and Bailey, he's purple in the middle sector. He's found 1.2 seconds. He needs a strong third sector here through Stowe. Car looking very stable. Into the Vale chicane. Oh, that's a big lockup. Club corner now.
It's very easy to lock up in the wet conditions.
It is very easy. 36.5. And he's going to go again, straight away. No time to waste.
Coming out the pits there. I think that was Cal. His teammate on a lap as well.
Indeed. Yeah, Jacob doing a lap on the wets still. So very interesting.
He didn't get the message there, Custom, in that everyone else is on the
He did not get the message.
Apparently Sidewinder too.
That is interesting because the intermediates are clearly faster.
And Catbox.
Yeah, as Jeffrey mentions in the chat, the wets are going to suffer in terms of tire temperatures. They're going to get very hot in these conditions. Their normal operating window is about 55 degrees Celsius, and they're going to be screaming right now, probably well into the 70s.
Pikowski on a lap on the wet tires.
Yeah, a lot of few drivers here still trying the wets, but they're definitely not the tire to be on right now, as
He doesn't choose to go in the pits, chooses to set the lap anyway.
He's setting a lap anyway. His Mew is on his first real lap on the intermediates. Gabism goes quickest.
Just
barely. Just barely.
Yeah. By 300ths.
Yep. Mew sets a purple sector 1. He is flying.
Pikowski had a big off through the S's with the wet tires.
Oof, yeah. It really is time to get off those tires. Jacob retires in the pits. Not even choosing to set a lap. Patowski retires in the pits as well. Mew crosses the second sector. He's purple. 1.8 seconds up on his time. Graz, the 136.1.
Smashes Gabison's lap.
Yep. The track is quickly improving. Oh, another big lockup for Mew. Both Alpine drivers really sending it into Vale. Here comes Mew through club. And he goes pole! It's a 35.3! Who can match?
I don't think they need to match it. They're gonna beat it.
Graz is on a lap. Let's see, we've got
Johnny Disco.
We've got combined YouTuber coming into Vale. What's he gonna be able to do? Bailey goes P2 with a 35.6.
Johnny Disco coming. Will he be able to beat the Alpine drivers?
Combined goes P4.
Johnny Disco
goes P2.
He splits them. What about Martin Sanchez?
The Alpines.
Martin Sanchez up 0.6 in Sector 2.
Yep, he's found 0.6 improvement.
But he's going to need a lot more.
He needs a really good final sector here. Really good on the power through club. P6, a 36.0.
Graz is the last driver in a lap, I think.
He is the last driver. Well, second to last. Yaya is behind him. What can Graz do? Can he put it on the front row? No, he can't! Second row for Graz.
And Yaya crosses the line to finish this qualifying session. with the Lance Stroll helmet in the Lance Stroll car. When you join late, the newest glitch.
And Yaya goes pole. The
I did not
one
even
lap
see
that
that.
Yaya sets in
I was
qualifying,
not expecting that. Though usually in wet
he
sessions,
goes pole.
yeah, the thing is, Captain Minor, the last lap you do is gonna be the fastest when the track's drying like that.
Oh, absolutely. Great strategy for Yaya. I'm sure it was nerve-wracking. Leaving yourself only one opportunity to set a lap can be particularly stressful, we'll say. But he gets it done. A 35.2 is a really impressive lap, all things considered. Mr. Mew Mew in the Alpine, 35.3. Johnny Disco, Bailey, Graz, Dago, Meaty, Martin Sanchez, combined YouTuber, and Gabism, our top 10.
Now we're gonna see the weather for the race.
Now we are. Will it be dry? Will it be wet? It's a dry race.
Yep, very sunny.
Oh my goodness.
And we're starting in 20 seconds already. A quick start.
Yeah, someone is very happy with their setup. They were ready. So this is interesting. All of the drivers have free tire choice, but yeah, once again, as Jeffrey mentions, I think soft medium is really the optimal strat around here for everybody.
Will we see any hard tires like we've been seeing in the other tiers?
No, I think hard tires are a huge mistake. In all scenarios, the hard tires or the mediums can do the whole race, no big deal. And
A lot of soft takers.
yeah, a lot. Everyone, let's see. Mew Mew on the mediums, Bailey on the mediums. So the Alpines are trying the same strategy here. Gabism on the mediums in P10. Gabox on the mediums. Maxime on the mediums. Sidewinder on the mediums. And Wadapatowski in 20th on the mediums. Everyone else on the soft tires.
It's a soft majority.
Yes, it is definitely a soft majority, but
yeah, getting overtaken on the formation lap. I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah, Yaya is seems to be struggling with. It looked like he had some connection issues. May have lagged backwards to where he is now, but hopefully that gets fixed when they get to the grid.
In the number 18 car, when you join late and you take a car, it just doesn't load in your driver. Interesting glitch.
Yeah, unfortunately he joined late, so he is technically Lance Stroll. Hopefully he has better racecraft, which you know.
That's low.
Yaya, well.
Lance Stroll has amazing racecraft.
I don't know about that one, but yeah, the interesting gap forming here at the back. The two Mercedes drivers warming their tires up. This will be interesting. I think Gabism in P10 has made a particularly bad mistake compared to the rest of the medium tire runners, because he's in 10th, and
Mew Mew just disconnected.
The mediums are definitely going to suffer across the line as Mew Mew disconnects. So hopefully he can get back in before too long. Otherwise his AI car is going to be.
That's not the start you want.
Driving around on their own. Certainly not after a strong qualifying for the entire Alpine team. It's
here comes the lights.
They're struggling. Yeah, here comes the lights.
4 lights, 5, and it's all lights are off.
And it's lights out. Away we go.
Big start from Johnny Disco.
He's already ahead of Yaya. Oh, Johnny Disco's way wide off the corner. Yaya keeps the lead though. And Johnny's up into P2. Where's Mew Mew? He's spun. Mew Mew has spun. He is, or no, he hasn't spun, but he's dropped significant positions here. Johnny Disco's in the lead. Amazing Johnny Disco from P3.
Big crash.
Oh no, we've got a car around. It's Siffy. Oh no!
It looked like he reset the track there.
Unlucky for Siffy.
Dago looking
Strong
around.
qualifying.
Yeah, yeah. Big fight at the front.
Wow,
Yeah, yeah, it's
it
all out of
is.
sorts there.
Yeah, Yaya, I think he got a bit frazzled by Mew Mew in a strong start. Now he's in P2.
Johnny Disco had a monster start. He had to back out of it. He was going so fast. Oh, and there's a
He did.
touch.
Oh, Dago is definitely comfortable being this close to Yaya. Through Maggots and Beckett's as they charge down the hanger straight to Stowe for the first time.
Mew Mew lost another position. I still haven't seen him be able to join back.
Oh no, Mew Mew he is struggling. He's losing position after position, getting swallowed whole. His AI is definitely not having a good time. As Cal spins in Vale, he's facing the wrong way. Oh, and he's going to go into the pits. So,
Whoa,
an
Media
early
sending
pit
it
stop.
on Graz.
An early pit stop for Cal. Could be damage.
No DRS yet.
No DRS, but Johnny Disco definitely trying to break the toe very aggressively. Still a solid gap. You know, Bailey, very impressively, still in P4 on the medium tires. And he's going to have to push really hard to stay with this top three because, you know, he's the cork in the bottle for a lot of drivers behind. And he's got to stick with the top three here. DRS here, very strong. So, it looks like he's gonna try and move on Dago. They're gonna go side by side into Stowe here. Really clean.
Dago not giving this up.
Bailey goes wide.
Mew Mew's back, thankfully.
Mew Mew is back, but the damage is done.
He doesn't.
Gazi.
You know what he should do? He should not look at what position he's in when he joins back.
Absolutely. He needs to go full mute, full deafen, and just drive the car because he has a large hill to climb.
Henner's the reserve driver, the winner of the AM Tier 2 race. Oh, we have
his car stopped on track. What is he?
He was probably not expecting it when the game gave him control back.
I guess not. Yeah, he could have spun. Let's have a look. It doesn't look like it. His tire temperatures are pretty good. So
Henner's.
I think he's just collecting himself for the long road ahead. But we've got some early boxers. Maxine B, Ruben, and Cal. So looks like some early bouts of wing damage really hurting some of the drivers in the middle of the pack. But the train is strong as Yaya and Johnny exchange for the lead.
Sidewinder. And we got 3 wide.
Oh my goodness.
Going into Stowe.
It's a Honda battle as Mew Mew leaves the session again. So struggling with connection issues.
This Honda battle is very exciting. And good thing these are the game cars and not the real life cars. Then one of them would have to pull over.
True. A Sidewinder, the second victim to pick up a 3-second time penalty. Gabox already has one. So early penalties here, and Cal spins again. Oh dear. Between Cops and Maggots, not his race for certain. Really unfortunate. What a Patowski has spun. Coming into Village.
Gabox going very slow, holding these Red Bulls up. And it's giving Martin Sanchez an opportunity.
Yeah, fights up and down the field. Combined YouTuber is the leader of the second train.
Sidewinder, go past, takes Henderson with him. Henderson going side by side through the S's.
Oh my goodness, what great racing here in America's Tier 1.
Martin Sanchez was thinking about it.
He certainly was, but the top 6, they're in a good spot. You know, they're creating
Dago just
an
made a
ever
move
bigger gap.
for the lead in club.
Oh my goodness.
That's not a
and
corner.
It's our third different leader.
That's
this
not a
race.
corner you normally overtake at.
No, it is not, but he saw an opportunity and he took it. Once again, I want to highlight Bailey in the Alpine. Still P4. Still
fighting hard with.
But yeah, he is having to defend for all he's worth as Dago goes right to the inside of the Wellington Straight, trying to keep Johnny and Yaya on their toes.
This is a very exciting fight for the win today. This top 3.
Indeed, indeed. Lots of drivers, 6 of them, in fact, in this leading train.
We're only 5 laps into this, and it's already so exciting.
And we have 21 more laps to go. Now, I think Meaty, or not Meaty, Bailey, is going to be beginning to formulate a plan, I think, about moving up this grid.
He's probably watching the show in front, loving it. Look at Dago defending.
Oh my. Trying to go side by side through Stowe. Oh, Yaya swings out. He's going to try something into Vale. Around the outside.
He's got the position.
The inside of club. Oh, there's contact. But Yaya's got the position.
And look at this.
Amazing move.
Behind Bailey, Meaty goes sailing past the Alpine.
Oh no.
That contact made Bailey go slow, and Meaty took advantage of it.
Bailey a bit late on the brakes. Gives Meaty the reminder, I'm still here.
And Graz is coming now too to join this party.
Yep.
We have yellow flags. Wadapakowski has spun.
It's Wadapatowski on the hard tires. He is regretting that decision, I am sure.
Yeah, it looked like Meaty went a bit off the outside line to overtake there. I'm not sure. Let's go board with Bailey. Hender's taking the penalty.
Yeah, Hender's collecting the 3 seconds. Once again, very early in this race. That's gonna cost him down the line. You know, he'll be hoping for no safety cars throughout the race. But things are going to get interesting here, Ghazi, because...
Steffi looking at a move. Oh, and he sends it around the outside. Oh, and there's contact between the Red Bull and Ferrari. Sidewinder stays ahead.
Really impressive racing up and down the field. But it is... it is undercut time, I think. We're on lap 7.
You tried the big undercut yesterday.
I did try the big undercut yesterday. It worked out. I got past Wardad, who I needed to get past, and then of course the safety car came out, which seemed like it may have thrown a wrench in my plans, which it did for a little bit. But, you know, can't plan for every possibility. But I think some of these drivers in this train here who think they are, you know, they got more pace to give. I think they'll be trying to box here and potentially get some clean airs. Meaty,
look at Jacob
of the top 5, pick up a time penalty.
Rhapsody watching the show. They come down the DRS hangar straight. Gabizem is sitting duck. Gonna get overtaken by both cars.
Oh no, Gabizem defenseless on the mediums and no DRS. That's why you don't want to be in charge of the train.
Combined YouTuber thought about it, but smartly backed out of it.
Yeah, seeing a lot of drivers try things into Vale, which is super exciting to see because it's not a traditional overtaking zone. But you know, these drivers are at the peak of their performance and their car control, and they know exactly what they need to do to get the job done. The gap is just growing ever bigger between the second train and the leaders. Jacob 4.7 seconds back from Graz. So the top six well and truly clear to do whatever they want to conserve their tires and their battery and their fuel and just drive away as a unit.
And Rhapsody stuck in the second train, Castleman. He wants to be on the first train, but he somehow boarded the second train with his qualifying pace.
Really unfortunate qualifying for Rhapsody. Of course. Oh, we've got a spinner.
It's
Sidewinder.
Oh, it's Sidewinder.
He is in the gravel. Johnny Disco is retired. Johnny Disco.
He's in the wall there.
We just saw him.
We just saw him on the right side of the wall just before the pit entrance. Combine.
Oh my goodness. Gabism, a 5-second speeding penalty in the pit lane. That is crushing. That is crushing. And you know, this is a great scenario for everyone except who, Ghazi? Except Bailey.
The medium tire runners. Oh, and Mew Mew.
The medium tire runner. He needed another 3 laps before this happened to where he could pit for softs and go to the end. Now he has to make the difficult choice. Does he stay out? Or does he say, screw it, I can take the softs to the end. I'm going to put them on now. Now, I think that's a bad idea.
I don't know. Either way could end up being the faster. It doesn't, like, depends what happens in the later half of this race.
True. The softs can go to the end, but they will not be fast at the end. They will be in pain. And for the soft runners in the top group, you know, they've got it good. They can easily go to the mediums. They'll be safe to the end. No worries. Just maximum push. Yeah, the question actually is now, can the front runners even pit? Because, you know, the safety car came out at the absolute worst time for them.
It's sad to see Johnny Disco at the wall again.
Yeah, really unfortunate for Johnny.
Oh, we have some overtaking under safety car.
Oh dear. Don't like to see that. As Gabism is into the pits.
We just saw Haas go through an Alfa Romeo.
Oh no. Oh! Jacob picks up a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Graz. Likely as everyone dives into the pits. We've got at least 8 people in the pits right now.
Sidewinder decided to stay out.
Excuse me. Yeah, Sidewinder stays out, so he is committed to the reverse strategy. He wants the track position here at the start. And you know, we were just talking earlier, Rhapsody, or Ghazi, about how frustrated Rhapsody was gonna be being stuck in the second train, and here he is in P2. Fresh tires. He's on the tires he wants to be on for the end of the race.
How did that shake out? What a lucky guy.
and no penalty. He is the only driver in the top 5 without a penalty of any kind.
The F1 gods have looked down upon him tonight and blessed him.
Indeed, they have. Hashtag blessed. Very much in full effect. And Maxime, who had the spin at the beginning
and disconnected
on
from this session.
lap 2. Yeah, he boxed on lap 2 because he had wing damage, and
And
now he's in the top 7.
yeah, not only
So,
did he have wing damage, the game disconnected him for a few laps, and now
oh,
he's
did it really?
yeah.
I didn't even see that.
And Mew Mew now in
So,
P9, but has
yeah,
not
so
boxed.
several drivers who were kind of shafted at the beginning of the race are looking pretty good. You know, Siffy, of course, is one of them as well. Cal, unfortunately, couldn't. Doesn't look like he could recover. What a Patowski. You know, this saves the race for a lot of drivers. This safety car.
And I think some are really frustrated. Gabox deciding on taking the Bailey went hard tires.
Oh no, did he? Oh no. Yep. Hard tires are definitely the wrong choice. Really unlucky as he's back into the pits. So he is gonna go back to the mediums, or even the softs at this point. I think the softs are what you want.
I was
Right
thinking
now.
of him doing that, but I was also thinking like that's a lot of track position you're giving up. You're gonna cycle all the way to last place.
True, but you know, he proved his pace at the beginning. You know, he stuck with the top 3 easily on mediums. So he's definitely got the pace on slower tires to challenge the faster guys in this division. But I'm surprised he's going for the mediums here. Probably doesn't think that he can use the softs for as long as he needs to use them. You know, climb back through this field.
And
But he's gonna have to.
They think they could take the softs all the way to the end from here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think Gabizum is in a great position. You know, he's on faster tires than the 5 drivers in front of him. Mew Mew is on 10-lap-old mediums. Those are the starting mediums. He's still on them.
There's
well,
one thing.
those-
There's one thing that could save them, Castleman, and it's the fact that safety cars bring out more safety cars.
They do indeed, and safety cars very easy to generate. I think here in Silverstone, the game likes to throw safety cars for a lot of things, and the you know, people, you can get away with a lot of interesting strategy calls when another safety car comes out. You know, you can look like a genius, even if initially your decisions may have looked a bit suspect, but the safety car is in. We're about to go racing once again.
It's true, Neon. To win the race, you must finish first. Like where Sidewinder is leading this restart.
Sidewinder at the front. 10-lap-old mediums. What can he do against the much fresher tires behind? Rhapsody is definitely going to be looking to maximize the luck that he's been gifted. He wants to be in front. He wants to run away, but Sidewinder has gone. He's gone
big
very
wiggle
early.
from Rhapsody. Totally screwed up his exit.
And he has dusted Rhapsody.
Rhapsody was sideways.
1.5 seconds.
And here comes Gabox
Gap
flying through on
already.
the softs.
Yeah, here comes. Yep, Gabox. What a dive from Gabox into the loop.
He wants to be
He's through
first.
on Rhapsody. Side by side through
Oh, Rhapsody spins.
No, Rhapsody's around. Rhapsody is around, but he's gotten back going again. He's down in 11th. And oh no.
He's out of the points now, the Brazilian driver.
An absolute disaster.
His teammate entrenched, who hasn't boxed yet.
Yep, Maxime is he will have to box. Started on the mediums, boxed early for another set of mediums, so he will have to box again regardless. Unless we've got some rain coming at the end. But here comes Gabox. He's gonna make the move now. He's got to use those tires while he still can. and he's comfortably into the lead. So all of Sidewinder's strong work at the start has
Yeah, he
fallen
got
away
a
from
good
him.
exit because Rhapsody had a massive like wiggle.
Absolutely. And he is now under threat from Siffy.
Dago right behind Maxime.
Oh, we've got another spinner. It's Meaty, who looks like he spun at Club and potentially collected Mew in the process.
Yeah, Mew is really slow through there, but has all the front wing, it looks like.
Yeah, very, very interesting from Mew. Really unlucky race. Oh no, Bailey is DNF'd! Bailey is out of this race! He's made contact with Cal, I think. And if Alpine's luck could not get any worse, the universe says yes it can. He's retired on track. That's not even a mechanical DNF. He's simply retired on track. Oh dear.
And Dago going side by side with Maxime. Maxime pushing him to the side.
Oh
Dago
my
having none of
goodness.
that.
Really strong racing here. Oh, as Dago slips through. Those new mediums providing him so much grip.
Jacob thinking of making a move on Henners. Has to go side by side with Red Bull. He gets the move done.
It is popping off all up and down the order. Penalties abounding, of course, for these drivers. 6 seconds for Gabox.
Henners
for
spun.
Siffy.
Oh, he's boxing.
Oh no. Henners is boxing. He must have damage. That is very unfortunate for the British driver on his home turf. And Ghazi, the Mercedes boys, are about to be tied together once again.
Yeah, they could be sneaking their way to the front. Cal has retired in the pit lane, I think.
Yeah, he was, I think, involved in the incident with Bailey, and he has decided that enough suffering is enough suffering. He is done. Meanwhile, Meaty is in the pits for a new front wing and soft tires.
Richie, Henners has told us he has fixed his stuck throttle. There will be no more issues. The car has been repaired.
As Gabox is definitely... Oh, Dago picks up a 3-second time penalty. But Gabox not getting away like you would want. Siffy, is he going to go for the move for the lead? Down the inside into Stowe.
Yeah, making the move on the Ferrari.
Gabox concedes pretty easily. He's going to try to come back at him. He's sticking a nose inside a veil, but he doesn't want to go for it. And Siffy, he's going to be in the lead. He was in last at one point. And now he's in the lead. The British Grand Prix is Mew Mew suffering from connection issues once again. Truly has gone from bad to worse for him today.
Yeah, Alpine is not going to be happy about this race.
Wadapatowski, another 3-second time penalty. These penalties are going to be absolutely a killer for any drivers that pick them up. As Martin Sanchez and Sidewinder exchange through Brooklands. Safety car restart has definitely helped a lot of drivers who were disconnected from the rest of the field catch up. But Siffy and Gabox showing their pace out front. They are well and truly clear. 1.7 seconds from Gabox to Martin Sanchez, who is the leader of essentially the second train that extends all the way to Gabazon.
Gabazon, speaking of him, he's all over the back of Graz right now, wanting to take advantage of the soft tires, while he still can.
Yeah, he is on 4-lap old softs, so he really needs to use them before it ticks over to the mediums.
He's in Daniel Ricciardo's car.
He is in Daniel Ricciardo's car, the last of the late breakers, the Honey Badger.
Helmet.
Sidewinder is his tires are aged. He needs to
Yeah,
box.
he's probably upset there's not another safety car to save him.
Absolutely. Really unfortunate that the safety
Perhaps
car
he
came
might
out when it
get
did.
overtaken by Yaya behind.
Yeah, it's turning into a four-way battle here for 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 Mercedes power versus 1 Ferrari power.
Yaya, so
Oh,
close.
he's looking for the inside move.
He's definitely going to try it on the
Thinks better
hanger
of it.
straight.
Oh, he's got to run though.
Not enough. Touched a bit of grass there.
Just playing the patient game, I think, Yaya. As Meaty sets the fastest lap of the race, a 128.1 from the rear, of course. Still all quiet here. Gabox and Siffy just...
Dago sending it in through Vale. Giving Martin Sanchez
Wow.
no choice. Oh, and I think Martin's
we got a
spun.
spinner. Oh, Martin's around. He's being hit by somebody.
Yeah, he got hit
Oh
by
no,
Dago.
he comes across the track. He comes across the track. Is Maxime? He's going for it on combined. Into turn 1.
What happened?
Oh no, Maxime has wing damage. He is understeering all over the place. As here comes Watapatowski up the inside.
Yeah, Mercedes was a few positions ahead. Now they must have got caught in that incident with Martin Sanchez.
Absolutely. Martin Sanchez trying to get his car spun around, but not looking at his track map. And it looks like he has, potentially made contact with several drivers.
It all
Maxime
started with
really
Dago setting
struggling
it
with understeer right now.
at Vale. Martin Sanchez had nowhere to go.
Yep, very interesting. We saw a lot of aggressive moves there in the early stages of the race, and looks like one aggressive defense too many for Martin. And Maxime is quickly falling through this field. He is gonna have to box here.
He's probably very upset under that helmet right now, but he's got to settle down. There's still many laps to go.
Yep, still 9 laps to go here. The Sidewinder, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. He said enough is enough on these mediums.
Very wide
and
from Yaya
unfortunately,
there.
the pit lane has claimed another victim. Maxime gets a 5-second penalty for speeding.
Henner's spun. Oh, it's maybe a Sidewinder? No, it was Henner's.
Yep, Henner's struggling through maggots and Beckett's. Meanwhile, at the front, Ziffy and Gabox are in a league of their own. 3 seconds is the gap to Dago, who has a 3-second penalty. So, if things go like this for the rest of the race,
They're still
Gabox
fighting
could-
between them. Gabox looking to make the move.
yeah, Gabox could be in for P2 here. The gap is continuing to grow as Siffy and Gabox are working together really well at the front. And definitely the second stint softs are much better than first stint softs. They are hanging on just fine. Gabox is definitely content to just stick here in the DRS of Siffy. But Yaya is in a particularly interesting position.
Just
As
took another
no-
3 seconds.
Just as I say that, the commentator's curse strikes and he picks up a 3-second time penalty.
He's reserving
That-
his tier. He has nothing to lose. Might as well leave it all on track.
Might as well. Luckily for him, Jacob has a 5-second time penalty.
He's
But
gonna
he
go
wants
for it
to
here.
move anyway. He's going to go around the outside through Brooklands.
Oh, and big contact between the two drivers.
Big contact, but respectful racing. No one's dead. Leaves enough room on the exit. but Jacob has to concede. Now Yaya has to chase down Dago. Oh, we've got a spinner. It's Henners. He is spun around on the start-finish straight, the Hamilton straight, as Meaty's about to come through and overtake him. So, really unfortunate race for Henners.
Yeah, very disappointing, especially when he's coming off the win last night.
Indeed. An excellent drive from Henners in America's Tier 2 last night, but this track proving today a different beast for him. Really unfortunate.
Combined, you two were very close to Wadapakowski for that final points position.
Yep, and Wadapakowski, he has fallen off the back as he picks up another 3-second time penalty. That is 3 for him in this race, and he might even fall down to P12 at this rate. Really unfortunate for him. Drove a quiet race, but it's not going his way right now.
Back at the front, yeah, he has made his way up to P4.
He has indeed. He's got Dago in his sights now.
He really does. He had to slow down a bit because he was going too quick.
Absolutely. Slipstream is strong. Does he go for the move, though?
I think Dago's
He only has 30% battery. But he's going to easily breeze by Dago. Oh, we've got a spinner. It's Henners.
Henners again on Sector 1.
He is just living the dream. And Mew Mew's AI might even catch him at this point. Which would be incredibly frustrating. Meaty's in the pits. He is done. He said, I'm going to get fastest lap. And then I'm out of here. See, it becomes our 4th retirement of the race.
Still 16 cars left, even though one of those cars is AI.
Indeed. Unfortunately, for Mew Mew's AI,
Combined, making the move on Wadapakowski into Brooklyn.
Combined does make the move. They're side by side.
Combined is clear of him now. Mew Mew is back.
Mew Mew is back.
But I think it's a bit too late.
It is unfortunate for him that connection issues plagued him all throughout today. Once again, strong qualifying, but for the whole Alpine team, it's anything that could go wrong did go wrong for them. And
the F1 gods were against them.
Indeed, the F1 gods chose chose to be mean. Will Wadapakowski go for it? He's a little too far back. Combined is out of battery though, so he's gonna find it in a hard defense against Wadapakowski potentially, who has 30% ERS, and Mew Mew has left the lobby again in the pits. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he was able to retire from there, so his car will come out onto the track a lap down, and really unfortunate situation.
Yeah, they were promising a big race. Now they're basically both DNF'd.
Yep.
Hopefully they can change their prediction and change their fortune in Austria next week.
True. Meanwhile, at the front, Yaya. Oh, a big cut of Chapel.
Dago's so close now. He's sending it.
Yep, Dago swaps with Yaya. They have got to work together, Ghazi. because
Jacob is right behind them.
yeah, Jacob is breathing down their necks, and
Let's
they
take a look
need
at
to
the
be in
penalty.
range of Gabox in order to get to swipe P2. And right now, Siffy and Gabox, they're so far ahead. They're doing the right job with each other, just managing the gap to P3, making sure that they can get to the end just fine. You know, there's no nothing to fight over between them, I think.
Not yet, but there will be soon.
Yeah, there will be soon. Pride on track, of course, but I think Gabox knows that unless Siffy makes a massive mistake with track limits, that Siffy's got the win in the bag.
Yeah, and Dago not ending this fight.
Yeah, and it's now 4 drivers here in the second train, as Graz is on the back of these 3.
The 2 Ferrari cars chasing them.
Yep. Graz, of course, trying to run away from Gabism and Rhapsody, who both still have no penalties, while Graz is holding on to 5 seconds.
Yeah, Mercedes has struggled this race. The luck has gone against them for the first time this season, really.
Yeah, for the first time indeed. I suppose that I used too much luck last night. Didn't save enough for them today, as Rhapsody, he overtakes Gabism into Stowe.
What a Pikowski
now Rhapsody
comes back on combined YouTuber.
Oh, combined getting very close to Wanapatowski. This has been a race-long battle between these two.
Yeah, we have some
super exciting
between Yaya and Dago, Wada and combined, Siffy and Gabox, Henders and spinning.
Oh, we've got a spinner at the back.
It's
Martin Sanchez in the gravel, turn 2. Really unfortunate race for him. Was running so well in P8. Had that incident with Dago in club, and unfortunately it all fell away. No safety car. We have passed the point of no return. There will be no more safety cars of any kind.
Gabox has to start thinking about it.
He does.
Oh, he's going for it.
He's gonna go for it. Siffy's gonna let him.
Siffy wants to wait. Like we saw in Tier 3, Hako overtook someone through club to win the race. It's gonna come down to the final corner for sure.
It is definitely.
And Henders again.
Retires in the middle of the Hamilton straight. Oh dear.
Almost in front of Gabox.
Really dangerous place to put the car there. Luckily, he didn't disrupt any of the front runners. It looks like, so that is lucky for him. As Jacob picks up a 3-second time penalty for track limits, that is the worst case scenario for him.
Yeah, he was looking to make a move.
That is the worst case scenario.
Dago going super defensive.
Yep, Dago holding on for now. Yaya is hunting. He's going to be patient. But, of course, he has to make sure that he keeps Jacob and Graz behind. Rhapsody still pushing very hard.
Siffy wants this race win. Not going to let Gabox get away with it, I think.
Oh, absolutely. There is no time left for Gabox.
What is this podium going to be? One of these 4 drivers is going to miss out.
Indeed.
Yeah, going past Dago. It looks like the spot is at the end of the hangar straight.
Yep, it absolutely is. And I think Yaya has made a mistake here, because Dago is definitely not going to overtake him into Brooklands. I think that would be a huge mistake.
Let's go. Let's see if Siffy can make the move on Gabox with the final lap.
Yep.
What a late
Gabox
break.
Late breaking indeed. Gabox's softs, they have done the war.
A valiant effort. Let's see if they
Valiant
can.
effort
The
indeed.
final stretch. Oh, here comes Siffy, but he backs
Oh,
out
the
of it for
closing
some reason.
speed. Yeah, the closing speed from the Ferrari there was
I thought he was
absolutely
gonna go
amazing.
for it, but he slowed down.
Yep, he did. He wants to make the move on track into Stowe.
Oh, a bit of lag there.
Oh no, he's lagged
He's lagged.
significantly.
Yeah, 5/10 lost.
He doesn't have DRS anymore on Gabox.
Let's go with Dago.
So Gabox, he's gonna get this one on track. Unfortunately, not with those penalties. Yaya, he's out of battery. Here comes Dago. What is Dago gonna do? Dago moves to the inside. He sells the dummy.
Oh,
no,
huge contact.
Yaya's still there. No, he isn't.
Yaya-
Yaya's fallen down to 6th.
He's lost 3 positions.
Oh my goodness. Gabox crosses the line. He wins on track. Ziffy wins after penalties, and Dago is P3. Oh dear me. The final move into Stowe. What a move from Dago. I'm sure that will be hotly contested with the stewards following the race. As,
Just took a 20-second penalty.
Yaya picks up a 20-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. So
Leaving the
that
session
is not a
early.
real penalty. Looks like he rage quit. You can't blame him. But yeah, that penalty will certainly be removed as it's a result of him leaving the lobby before the race is technically concluded.
Yeah, we gotta report that bug to Codemasters.
Yep. So we've got a few drivers we're still waiting on. Maxime still has to cross the line.
Ruben, in his first race back, finishes P8.
Yeah, really strong from him.
He just downloaded the game on Monday.
Very impressive.
Because Maxime,
Return for Ruben. So Maxime crosses the line in P13.
and there we have
Martin
it.
Sanchez in P14. And there we have it, folks. That is the America's Tier 1 British Grand Prix Rhapsody Driver of the Day, according to the game. But you got to give it to Siffy. I think he is definitely my driver of the day.
Yeah,
Spun at the
massive
beginning.
race from him. And Gabox too, actually.
Soldiered his way through the field. Yes, Gabox as well. For the absolutely galaxy brain call to put the softs on at the safety car. And making it work until the end. Really unfortunate that he picked up that second time penalty. I think he could have definitely challenged for the win. But yeah, a great race all around. Exciting, up and down the order. Your final results. Siffy takes the win. Gabox in P2, Dago P3 rounds out the podium. Then it's Rhapsody, Graz, Gabism, Combined YouTuber, Ruben, Wadapatowski, Jacob, Yaya Sanagoat, Sidewinder, Maxime, Martin Sanchez, and Mew are your finishers. And then, Henners is actually classified as P16, so he finished enough laps to be classified, but the non-finishers are Beatty, Cal, Bailey, and Johnny Disco.
Let's see if we can get top 3 in for interviews. I don't think Gabox will, but we'll probably be able to speak to Siffy and Dago. Should we take Dago first? Yeah. Welcome, Dago, to the broadcast. Congrats on the podium.
Thank you.
After many races of bad luck, finally you're on the podium.
Dude, what can I say? The Emerald Curse has been lifted, alright? I've never had such terrible luck in a league other than this. It's so bad.
Well, it all went right for you today. Talk to me about the long battle with Yaya. Were you guys comfortable swapping positions throughout the
yeah.
race? And when did you decide that it was time to, be second on the hanger straight.
Well, honestly, whenever we started battling after I got past the last of the cars that were on the ultimate strategy and got lucky in that pit stop, there was no way we were going to catch 1 and 2. I already knew, especially with the DRS train I was already in. So I knew I just had to fight Yaya with battling with DRS back and forth, trying to play mind games with DRS. But he was flashing every time he went by me, so I knew he was pushing as hard as he could. So I just saved up DRS as much as I could while sticking in the DRS, and he wasn't paying attention on the laps. It looks like so.
Yeah, well, it was an excellent move. You faked to the outside, switched to the inside, going into Stowe on the final lap. Um, Absolutely sent it. It was a beautiful move to watch, even though there was some contact at the end. But yeah, really strong race from you. I think it was a fairly quiet one. You led for a little bit.
It was quiet
Um,
until
just
the end
managing the race.
when he was in a massive battle with Yaya. How it
Yeah.
was, what was your thoughts during that battle?
Um, Honestly, from lap 1 till the end, I felt like there's a lot happening each lap. Like honestly, I had a lot of fun. There's a lot of battles during the first stint for the safety car that I was having. That was really fun. And then especially with Yaya, I just keep it cool. I mean, going in my only thoughts when I was racing him was just to not crash, but and then be as fair as I could. So hopefully that's the case. But yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it looked like it was fun. And do you have any more
Definitely
questions,
was.
Castleman?
I do not. Just congratulations on a podium, and hopefully we see you here many more times.
Yeah,
Yep. Thank you very much.
the curse has been lifted finally.
Yep. Hopefully it stays like this.
Now you have the podium curse.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, well, congrats.
All right. Thank you.
We have our race winner now, Siffy. Accidentally dragged him in instead of Gabox.
Hi.
Congrats on the win.
Well. Here he is.
It's been an entire year. I can't believe it.
It has indeed. Siffy, talk to me about how. First off, tell me how you were feeling at the start of the race with your
okay.
early incident.
So, I was kind of got screwed over in quali. I went out early on inners, so I was starting around P11, I think. And then from there, I forgot to turn off my ERS through, turn 4 or 5, and I kind of spun. I managed to save it, but I was still, last. And then the safety car came out, so that kind of helped me come back, but it was tough at the start. I didn't think I was going to get anywhere.
Yeah, it certainly looked like the race, may have been over for you. And then once the safety car came out, it was a moment of celebration, I think. Your second stint after the safety car, you were driving like a man possessed. Were you concerned about fighting with Gabox at all in the early stages?
No, I was just trying to avoid going side by side because I knew that Sega was gonna catch up to us if we did. So if he was gonna pass me, I would just let him pass, and if I was gonna pass, I would just make the move as clean as possible. So pretty easy to avoid it.
Yeah, it was a very crazy race from you, especially at the end when you were fighting with Gabox. Do you have any plan, or you were just gonna see what happens, taking it easy?
Yeah, I mean, I knew he had the 3-second penalty. I was concerned that it might have been like a double warning, and then he would have gotten it removed. But I was just kind of chilling towards the end.
It doesn't look like
Oh, I
you're
think-
chilling. To me, you're definitely fighting for that win.
Yeah, the two of you were certainly pushing the pace compared to everyone else. How concerning was it for you that he chose to go on softs? And you were on the mediums.
I totally thought his tires were going to be dead at the end, but I mean, he kind of made it work, and props to him. So.
Yeah, it certainly surprised us both that he had such amazing pace throughout the second half of the race. But I think again, you did a really good job of minimizing the penalties, and not wasting too much time fighting with him.
Yeah,
So, props.
thank you.
Yeah, big congrats on the win, Siffy.
Yeah,
That's all we have, I
been a long
think.
time coming.
Now we'll go to our second place finisher, Mr. Gabox G. Congrats.
Uh,
Was that, how are you sweating? How was the finish for you?
so I'm very happy. So I'm surprising, but in my qualifying is already so bad
Mhm.
for the last intent is so really bad. So I am intent to inters, but in playing in the wet, so
Yeah, the interest was,
esto me perjudicó, o sea, so I need interest, but but game so puts me wet. So so I am I am go to
14th.
start 14, yeah.
Yeah, you
So, so yeah, I'm good race. So guy in position. So crash. So some players going to crash and the race is so very crazy, but in the safety car. So I am risking to I put soft and so very crazy race and the second place is very crazy.
were you thinking mediums or you were thinking softs all the way?
I am taking soft, so so I am lift or
You were the only one that took softs.
yeah. So I am I am so too soft is the best tire so of the medium. So I am a risking and like it's worth it. So I am very happy and I'm very crazy. So
Yeah, you sound happy.
Well, it was very impressive for all of us watching to see you put the softs on during the safety car and then take them to the end with very strong pace the
yeah.
whole time. So um, really unfortunate for you to get the second time penalty for track limits.
Mhm.
I think you showcase that you definitely had pace for the win. And hopefully we see many similar strategies for the rest of the season. And we can talk to you again.
Yeah. Yeah, I am going to next time. So is the next week. Uh,
Hmm.
Yeah, but you'll be back the next week, so we'll probably see you
yeah,
back
since
here again.
yeah, I'm going to try so strongly so by P5 position and podium position. It's possible.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Yeah. So, I can speak Spanish for 1 minute.
Yeah,
Or
go ahead.
Absolutely, go for it.
okay, okay. So, un poco para la gente que me está viendo y nada, agradecer a todos los que me están viendo, agradecer a un amigo que me está viendo, muchas gracias. Y también al equipo, o sea, a JSQ Quad que un poco me ayudó con todo lo que es el tema anímico, así que muchas gracias a ellos y también a mi amigo porque sé que ella me está apoyando, así que muchas gracias y nada, este podio es para ustedes y a seguir nomás luchando por más podios y por último, ¡vamos Chile! So, it is.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Gabux, for the interview. Excellent race, and hope to see you again next week.
Yeah, see you.
And that is it for our broadcast. We'll be back next week for more MRL action around Austria on Monday at 10 o'clock CET. Do you have anything?
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks again, Ghazi, for having me. It's always fun to be involved in the exciting races in America's Tier 1. But yeah, another great race from all the drivers.
Yeah, we'll see
So-
it again from a very exciting track, Austria, next week.
Absolutely.
Good night, everyone.